Max Verstappen's future at Red Bull has officially hit DEFCON 1. What once felt like wild speculation has now turned into a very real possibility. The four-time world champion could actually be headed to Mercedes. And it's not just tabloid hype anymore. Between George Russell's revealing comments and Toto Wolff's strategic silence, plus the chaos Verstappen just lived through at the Austrian Grand Prix, the stars are aligning for one of the most shocking driver swaps in modern F1 history. Let's break it down. Before the Austrian GP, Russell openly admitted that talks with Verstappen are ongoing. No denial, no awkward silence, just transparency, and even respect. Russell said it best himself. When the best driver on the grid might be available, of course you explore the option. And you know who's listening? Toto Wolff. Because then came race day in Austria, and that's when things got spicy. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Mercedes' rising star and Russell's teammate, launched a torpedo move into turn 1. The target, Max Verstappen. The result? A DNF and a potential title dream shattered. But what happened next caught everyone off guard. Instead of exploding in anger, Max calmly walked over and talked to Antonelli. What does that tell you? That Max might have just had a very friendly conversation with his future teammate. Wild, maybe, but far-fetched, not anymore. Wolff has made his position clear. He wants Verstappen, before 2026, before the new regulations, and before Red Bull has a chance to lock him in tighter. Listen to Toto's own words. I've managed lineups like Rosberg and Hamilton before, drivers who went to war. It's not about avoiding tension, it's about maximizing performance. Even Helmut Marko, a man not known for subtlety, is sounding the alarm. He says the freedom Max enjoys at Red Bull won't exist at Mercedes. He's practically begging Max to stay. He has a contract with us until 2028. If we stay competitive, there's no reason for him to leave. But the signs are there, and the clock is ticking. Word in the paddock is that Mercedes could announce something as early as Silverstone. If that happens, Red Bull won't just lose a driver, they'll lose the soul of their project. And where does that leave Russell? Ironically, Russell is outperforming expectations this season. He's just 9 points behind Verstappen in the championship. That's both a blessing and a curse. Because if he passes Max in the standings, it could trigger Verstappen's exit clause at Red Bull and simultaneously end Russell's own tenure at Mercedes. How's that for drama? Russell has kept his cool, saying, if I'm delivering, what do I have to be worried about? There are 2 seats in every F1 team. Toto knows I'm performing. But here's the twist. If Mercedes does sign Max, Russell may be out. So what next? Well, Aston Martin is waiting in the wings. With Fernando Alonso's retirement on the horizon and Lance Stroll underperforming, the Silverstone squad sees Russell as the perfect successor. Smart, fast, polished, and hungry to lead. And don't forget, Honda and Adrian Newey are in Aston too. So if Max stays at Red Bull and George gets pushed aside, Aston Martin might just walk away as the biggest winner in the 2026 shuffle. And Helmut Marko, he's still throwing shade at Russell, calling his recent comments a theoretical game. But he's not denying that Mercedes is circling, because deep down, he knows. We're witnessing a potential power shift in real time, and it's all hinging on one decision. Will Max Verstappen leave Red Bull for Mercedes? So what do you think? Is Max better off starting fresh with the Brackley-based squad for 2026? Should George Russell stay loyal or start planning his next move? And can Red Bull survive a post-Verstappen era? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, please press that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next dive into the world of F1. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay fast, and we'll see you in the next one.